Jynxzi most recently had a new podcast guest on, that being Adin Ross, which seemingly, I mean, we thought maybe they were beefing. If you guys remember the last time we talked about Jynxzi speaking about Adin Ross, it was actually his interview with Moist Critical, where they criticized Kick as a streaming platform and what they've allowed to go down, including crimes and fights and all of the crazy clips that we've seen on the platform. And they went viral for that discussion. In case you guys don't remember all the criticisms that Jynxzi and Charlie had about Kick, here's like a brief TLDR flashback of that previous episode.
Besides the point, I think Kick was the best possible thing for Twitch because before Kick, Twitch could kind of do whatever and there was no competition, right? Because Twitch could kind of just like, you know, they could enforce rules and if I honestly think if Kick wasn't around, they would have just let their nuts hang because where else are you going to go other than Twitch if you want to stream? Like YouTube is great, but YouTube will always be a video platform first. That's YouTube's biggest problem. Twitch is, if you want to watch live streams, you go to Twitch. So like, I don't personally think I would ever go to Kick because I just don't have any desire to, but I love the fact that they're a thing because
the competition,
it makes Twitch better. Like competition makes everything better. Competition is like, that's like the part of why like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big capitalist, but capitalism is breeded off of competition. You want to make the best product, you got to compete with these guys. So if before Twitch had no competition, so I love the fact that Twitch has competition.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to have. What do you think about the culture of Kick though?
I think it is the worst. I think it's the worst thing I've ever tuned into. So the culture of Kick and like their biggest selling point was like, we're gonna let it fly. Like and I'm like, okay, like it's pretty easy to remain in the TOS of Twitch. Like, but like I'm sure, I mean, you're pretty deep into the internet. Like I'll go on Kick from time to time. Like if I just want to like rot my brain, it's my go-to. So like a lot of it is just like IRL streaming where like, let's punch this guy in the face and see what happens. It's like, can we like make content, guys? Like what even is this? And then there's like, I do hate the culture of it. Like, I don't think it's healthy at all. There are some Kick streamers who like are really good streamers, like Your Age, if you know Your Age.
Yeah, there's some good streamers on there. He's a great fucking streamer. I agree. It's not all bad.
Yeah, that guy, like, he's a good streamer. He has a good community. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's similar to you. Like, a lot of his takes, he does his research. He, like, gives an honest, unbiased take. And I've always fucked with him. So, like, when he went to Kick, I was like, bro, that's a good pickup for them. Like, because he's an actual, real OG streamer. He gets it. But I think the vibe of it is like, this is the vibe of Kick right now. Move to Miami, buy a streaming backpack, and just punch someone in the face. I think it's
that's
horrible.
The meta.
So, but yeah, what do you think of Kick?
So I like the competition. Like I said, I think it's invaluable. If you have more competitors in the space, everyone benefits. Like all of the like actual users benefit. But man, that culture on Kick is awful. That shit is terrible. And it's so weird because they could easily do something about it.
And I thought it was really cool because all of these guys, they know what they're doing, Jynxzi and Aiden Ross included, because then in a follow-up interview, Jynxzi's next podcast guest was Aiden Ross, where they talked about what we just showed all of you, and Aiden Ross even admitting that, yeah, Jynxzi and Moist were right about some of the things that they said. Even himself mentioning 3, 4, 5 of these Kick streamers have been a predominant cause of a lot of the issues that they have had, including the fights, the crimes, the bothering of people out there. And Aiden saying, yeah, you are right, but that is part of the game, right? Like, no publicity is necessarily bad publicity, and all the publicity Kick has gotten has been for a reason. He also makes sure to mention that moderation has been a little better on the website since they last spoke of it, and a few more details as well.
I think the biggest big decision you made was like going to Kick, because when you first went to Kick, there wasn't even an app. Like now Kick has an app, like the servers are better. Cause I remember even when XQC, his first night on Kick, he crashed the server. Like because he brought like hundreds of thousands of people to Kick. Yeah. So like obviously now Kick is way better than like day one. Of course, anything gets better.
What people need to see now is I want to see Twitch make changes for their creators too. Like I want to see that. I want Kick to make changes that are for creators and Twitch. So like, it's better for you, better for me. So it makes the platform, it makes the whole streaming space grow, if that makes sense. Yeah, because I've said this before, but like without Kick, Twitch before could kind of just do whatever. Yeah. But like now with Kick, like Twitch has to like make their platform better. You and Kai will never and definitely ever get suspended from Twitch. I don't know. Like I think Twitch's moderation has gotten better recently with like
context, like that shows the whole minute of a clip instead of just like showing a clip.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying 100%. Like, because now there's another platform. So like streamers aren't just pigeonholed to one platform.
Yeah.
So like the point you're saying makes sense. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, to be honest.
You know, when I first we were talking, you talk about Kick. I forgot who you had on the pod. I think it was Moist.
Moist.
You know, I do want to tell you that what you said was right. Because I'm gonna tell you, because I was talking to XQC about it. There's like maybe 3 or 4 or maybe 5 content creators that give Kick a really bad look.
Yeah.
And I really wish it wasn't like that, but it's like that because I guess right now bad publicity is good publicity for now.
All publicity, yeah.
That's what I meant. So, but I mean, like, I think Kick is still doing really well. You know, we have a creator program now where anyone can basically get paid depending on how many viewers you have. So there's a lot of good things that are happening.
Yeah, the only thing, like, I definitely could have worded it better, but like me and Moist were like 2 hours into the podcast, but then we were just like rambling.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like we were literally just saying like any crime should just be an immediate ban. And
I
like,
agree. I agree.
And I think like recently Kick is now doing that, like in the last.
Oh yeah, so their moderation is a lot different. But what I need to be harder on, because only thing I do is have a voice. People think that I write the checks. People think that like I could choose stuff. I have a word. I could say stuff. But at the end of the day, the moderation team, all these people make their own decisions. Like if I'm like, hey Eddie, I want Jynxzi to come to Kick. I can't just write Jynxzi a check. Eddie has to do it. People think that I do have ownership, but I don't have, you know what I mean? Like I'm not
I get
authority.
what you're saying. Yeah.
But you know, the moderation team needs to be more consistent. If I ban, let's say someone who averages 100 viewers for something, and then I let somebody with 20,000 viewers slide, you kind of have to keep the consistency. That's the one thing I'm kind of like hard on with Kick right now.
Okay.
And I think there's a lot to fight back on. I think when it comes to consistent bans, and Aiden talks about that, I don't think that a lot of platforms do consistent bans very well, Twitch included, which we recently talked about on this channel. But I would not say Kick has necessarily improved on consistent bans. A lot of these streamers who have done pretty crazy things have been banned for like 24 hours or not even banned at all. I would think that's a fair statement. I don't think consistent bans are really a thing on Kick, and I think even Aiden has maybe had some input, or he claims to have had some input on like lowering the amount of days that people get banned for. But I do respect the fact that he can admit, yeah, we have problematic streamers on Kick, you know? And I also think it's really cool that Jynxzi and Moist Critical can have that conversation, and then Adin Ross and Jynxzi can also have that same conversation. And Jynxzi does walk back a little bit on some of the things he said. He does give a little bit of credit where it's due on the improvements that Kick has made. And I will stand by it. I do like the fact that there is competition to Twitch. I don't think any streaming platform is doing a fantastic, great, perfect job right now. In fact, I think now more than ever, maybe I'm dumb. You guys can leave your comments down below. I think Twitch is under flack and fire for a lot of their inconsistencies that we have pointed out. And I think the same of a rival platform like Kick that also has maybe some additional problems too, but no one's doing a perfect job. So we'll wait and see who actually reigns supreme in the years to come. I'm going to stick to my like other intuition. I think like the biggest winner of all time is going to be YouTube. You know, we talk about Twitch and the rumors of them, Amazon maybe selling Twitch, you know, them having multiple rounds of layoffs. And then we talk about Kick. Can they ever make up that ground or afford to? And the big dog YouTube's just been sitting back and waiting and seeing where all of these streamers might end up. So I'm gonna stick to that theory. Let's come back here in 10 years. What do you guys think? Aiden Ross confronting Jynxzi about his Kick speculation and things he said about it, and they had a good conversation ultimately. What do you guys think? Till next time, take care of yourselves. We'll see you back here soon. Okay, ta-ta.